Welcome back. Today we're going deeper into the Amazon's top 8 most dangerous creatures. Not just names and scary vibes. For each one you'll get the fact, why it's dangerous, the habitat it prefers, what it eats, where people usually run into it, and the exact situations that make encounters more likely. 1. The fer de lance, Bothrops atrox, is one of the Amazon's most medically significant snakes because its venom can cause rapid swelling, severe pain, bleeding problems, and tissue damage. The danger is that the venom doesn't just hurt, it can disrupt blood clotting and lead to serious complications if treatment is delayed. It's also risky because bites often happen suddenly when someone steps close or reaches into vegetation without seeing it. Habitat. It prefers humid lowland rainforest, forest edges, secondary growth, and areas near streams and rivers. It's commonly found on the ground in leaf litter, beside fallen logs, and in dense underbrush where it can stay camouflaged. During warm nights, it may move more actively in search of prey. Diet. Mostly rodents and other small mammals, but it will also take frogs, lizards and birds, depending on what's available. Where you'll meet it, the highest risk places are narrow trails, muddy forest floors, stacked firewood, thick leaf piles, and areas near camps or villages where rodents gather. Encounters often happen at dusk, at night or early morning when visibility is low and people relax their guard. 2. The bullet ant, Paraponera clavata, is dangerous because its sting can be so painful it temporarily incapacitates you. This isn't "it hurts and you move on." People describe it as shock-level pain that can radiate up the limb and last for hours. The danger is what that pain causes in the jungle. Panic, falls, dropping tools, losing coordination, and being unable to walk or use your hands properly. Habitat. Bullet ants live in tropical rainforest understory and frequently nest at the base of large trees, in soil near roots, or in crevices around trunks. They follow consistent foraging routes, and you'll often see them moving in lines. Diet. They feed on nectar, plant sap, fruit residues, and small insects, and they also scavenge. Where you'll meet it, you're most likely to encounter them when leaning on tree trunks, sitting near roots, stepping near nest entrances, grabbing vines, or handling branches that touch a tree they patrol. The highest risk moment is accidental contact, brushing a hand against a trail or disturbing a nest zone without realizing it. 3. The Brazilian wandering spider, Phonutria, is dangerous because it actively roams and can deliver a potent bite when trapped or threatened. The risk isn't that it's hunting humans. The risk is that it ends up in human spaces and bites defensively. Symptoms can include intense pain, sweating, agitation, a racing heartbeat, and other systemic effects, and medical attention matters, especially for children. Habitat. It likes warm, humid environments and often hides in leaf litter, under logs, inside bromeliads, and in dark gaps in bark or rocks. Because it's not tied to a web, it can wander into camps, sheds, and storage areas. Diet. Mostly insects and other arthropods, but it may also take small frogs or lizards. Where you'll meet it. Common encounter scenarios include putting on boots or gloves that sat overnight, grabbing gear from the ground, moving a tarp, collecting firewood, or handling produce crates. It's also more likely to be active at night, which increases accidental contact when people walk around with limited light. 4. Caimans can be dangerously underestimated because they're ambush predators that can strike fast, clamp hard, and disappear back into the water. Attacks are not constant, but when they happen, Injuries are severe. The most dangerous factor is surprise, murky water, night conditions, and people entering water near the bank where caimans hunt. Habitat. Caimans live in rivers, oxbow lakes, marshes, flooded forests, and slow backwaters. They like quiet zones with vegetation cover and muddy edges where they can remain almost invisible. Diet. They eat fish, amphibians, crustaceans, birds, and small mammals. Larger individuals can take bigger prey if the opportunity appears. Where you'll meet it, the riskiest places are shallow coves, fishing areas, boat launch points, and riverbanks where people wash, swim, or clean fish. Nighttime is the highest risk because caiman eyes and bodies blend into the surface. If food scraps or fish waste are dumped into the water nearby, that can increase caiman presence over time. 5. Electric eels are dangerous because their shock can cause muscle lockup, making drowning the real threat. A powerful discharge can trigger involuntary spasms that prevent swimming or standing, and eels can deliver repeated shocks. The danger multiplies in muddy water where you can't see what you're stepping into. Habitat. Electric eels prefer slow, warm freshwater, swamps, lagoons, floodplains, creeks, and flooded forest channels. They often live in low oxygen water and surface to breathe air, which means they can be found in shallow areas people wade through. Diet. Mainly fish, plus amphibians and small animals. They hunt using both their electric sense and bursts of electricity to stun prey. Where you'll meet it. Most encounters happen while wading in murky shallows, stepping through flooded forest, checking nets and traps, or moving through weedy water near banks. The bad scenario is shallow water plus surprise contact, where one shock makes you fall and the next prevents you from recovering quickly. 6. Piranhas are dangerous in specific conditions because they can bite quickly, and group behavior can escalate around food, stress, or blood in the water. Most of the time, piranhas avoid large animals. The risk rises when food is scarce or concentrated, such as during low water seasons, or when fishing activity creates a feeding event. Their bites can cause serious bleeding, and bleeding is harder to control far from help. Habitat. They live in rivers, lakes, flooded forest, and slow backwaters. They often gather in schools, especially in calmer waters. Diet. Fish, insects, crustaceans, carrion, and bits of organic matter. They are opportunistic feeders and respond strongly to vibration and scent. Where you'll meet it. Higher risk situations include wading during low water, entering areas where people are cleaning fish, stepping into water with an open wound, or splashing heavily in a tight area. It's also more likely near shallow, warm edges where fish concentrate and escape routes are limited. 7. The Amazonian giant centipede is dangerous because it's fast, defensive, and its bite can be intensely painful with significant swelling. Some people experience nausea, chills, or fever-like symptoms. The biggest risk factors are the depth of the puncture and the possibility of secondary infection, especially in a humid environment where wounds don't stay clean. Habitat. It prefers dark, damp hiding places, under logs, stones, bark, inside rotting wood, and deep leaf litter. It can also enter camps and shelters looking for prey. Diet. Insects, spiders, and even small vertebrates like frogs, lizards, and nestling rodents. Where you'll meet it. Most bites happen when someone lifts wood, grabs a log, rolls a rock, sits on a fallen trunk, or puts on clothing, shoes left on the ground. Flashlight checks and keeping gear off the floor reduce risk a lot, because centipedes love the exact warm shelter spaces humans create. 8. Freshwater stingrays are dangerous because they are invisible until you step on them, and then the barb can cause a deep puncture, extreme pain, and high infection risk. The spine can break and leave fragments, which makes wounds harder to treat. In remote areas, that combination of pain plus infection potential is what turns it serious. Habitat. They live on sandy or muddy river bottoms, shallow flats, sandbars, and calm shorelines. They often bury themselves under a thin layer of sand for camouflage. Diet. Worms, insect larvae, small fish, and crustaceans, basically bottom-dwelling food. Where you'll meet it, the most common encounter is wading at river edges, stepping off boats in shallow water, or walking across sandbars in cloudy water. Stingrays rarely attack. Most injuries happen from accidental stepping, which triggers a defensive tail strike. And that's the top 8. The big takeaway is this. In the Amazon, the animal is one part of the threat. The other part is the environment: heat, humidity, murky water, and distance from medical care. If you want part 2, I can make a practical how to avoid each of these creatures script with real habits: where to step, what to wear, how to store gear, and how to move near water. Like and subscribe, and comment which one you think is the most underrated danger. Stay curious and stay safe.